In this video, I want to give you a quick update for the Mercury Retrograde that started today on August 5th. So, many of you may already know that when Mercury goes into retrograde, there may be some issues with technology, and more people during this time are a bit more chaotic, and sometimes, in conversations that it's much easier to get into conflict. So it's a reminder to take it easy, because it's a great time. We have many cosmic energies right now present that are helping us to connect with the lifestyle that really speaks to us at this point. We're in the phase of Lionsgate portal, and therefore energies are very, very strong. So when I say strong energy, it means that you are also more connected with yourself. You're more in tune with your inner sound, with your inner voice. And therefore, this time of Mercury retrograde, you are also being invited to reflect a little bit on what could be readjusted. You can use this time to maybe revisit some old projects, or maybe reconsider certain past decisions and reevaluate your current path. Notice, are you still walking according to your values? And are you treating people around you according to your highest vision of who you could be? Like, those are simple things that could be reflected. And the beautiful thing about this energy right now is that we may so easily recognize what is authentic to us, what is truthful to us. And yesterday in live stream, we had a beautiful conversation about the new moon. Yesterday we had a new moon in Leo. Sun is in Leo. We are in this Leo season, and as this Lionsgate portal towards the 8th of August, the energy is increasing. So what's really powerful about that is that we can easily notice where is our place at this point. Firstly, for ourselves, like how we are spending our days. Are we really, really living the way that is satisfying ourselves, our souls? Is this meaningful? Like, are we spending time at places that are recharging us? And if not, well, great thing to reflect on. Those are the things that you may feel very connected to right now. And of course, if you're more social, or maybe at your job, you may be noticing more conflict during this time, or maybe people may be more on, people who are not so aware of that, may be more on autopilot. And to those kind of people, sometimes technology are kind of, it's like life would be playing with us sometimes. And technology, when we're a bit more stressed, well, technology starts playing tricks on us. Sometimes it happens. It's all a universal communication that tells us, hey, slow down. Life is not all about work. It's not all about technology. It's about you and the real connection with life. It's you and life establishing connection once again. So then you can see where your path can take you if you become aware that you already have this navigation system within your heart, where your path can take you if you become aware that you already have this guidance within you, right? So it is a reminder also to communicate with care, to be mindful of your words, and communication methods like, I always remind you that our emotions are tools for communication. And if there's too much anger involved in the way you express yourself, or too much sadness, or too much worry, or too much of complainment, it's how you choose to express yourself. And during these times, it's we're naturally being more invited into reflection, into noticing, could I maybe use a bit higher emotion for communication? Like, look at the scale of emotions, do your own research, and see if there is maybe something that would actually be more beneficial, like maybe more peace. Or could you use an emotion of honesty, maybe truthfulness, maybe even gratitude? Could you start appreciating people a bit more? Could you actually show people how much you appreciate them, even to those whom you would say that they're not on the same level? Could you show appreciation to them? Could you reflect on what you appreciate about them and see what happens? See how much dynamics in your relationships will change when you start expressing more of new emotions. Because remember, emotions are energy in motion. It's the frequency you also share with others. And when you change the frequency of expression, you will notice that the reflection of that will also be visible to you. It will be seen because other people will feel there's something different about you. And during this Mercury season, as we're in this Lionsgate portal, there's, it's lion is a symbol of human heart, and it's very fiery. It's here to transform what is ready to be transformed at this time. So every single one of you knows what you're transforming at this time. And I'm only giving you some examples and some inspiration, what can help you, or maybe just, give you some insight. Oh yes, this is something I could work on. So you don't look on this, as many times people connect Mercury retrograde with something scary, with something, oh no, it's happening again, or something challenging happens and you may blame a planet. Well, the truth is, when something challenging is happening while Mercury being in retrograde, it's also because these cosmic energies are reminding you that you could treat these events so much more easily, with so much more, let's say, easiness in your heart. And that's how life teaches you that it's actually not challenging at all. It's just that you are trying too hard. Sometimes you're trying too hard out of anger, out of frustration, while if you would let it go and maybe just go out into nature for some time to release this heaviness and tension and stress, you may notice that so many things may resolve by itself, like a chaos in a relationship when, you can fight all day long, or you can just let it go for half an hour, go for a walk, and you come back, and when emotions settle, you can have a very beautiful conversation, right? So this cosmic energy is also reminding you to slow down and simplify. Slow down and simplify. Avoid starting certain new ventures right now, and or maybe making certain significant decisions, but rather focus on simplifying your life, decluttering your space a little bit, and finding peace and stillness. Like I'm spending these days more time in nature. I just naturally felt like that, and when I in tune with these energies, I'm just okay. I feel everything is going by the plan. So notice if you're rushing too much, this time more chaos may be happening. If you slow down and simplify and maybe take care of the space around you, you will notice that you will start to feel more aligned, and maybe many breakthroughs may happen. It's a time to recharge rather than push forward. Just remind yourself it's time to recharge rather than push forward. So listen to yourself, listen to your body. And because it's time to recharge, well, when we're recharging, often we also go into introspection, right? We go into certain activities that maybe foster inner peace, like mindfulness or meditation or journaling, or just, like I said, spending more time in nature. That's what I'm doing. Actually, me and Maya were exploring a little bit the place where we've moved to, and we found such an incredible place. close to a river where we were able to swim. And it's beautiful and it's so recharging, and I want to encourage you to do something similar. Explore a little bit, but in a simple way. Like, you don't need to travel the world right now. You can actually explore your environment where you're living, and maybe you will discover, I don't know, a new place that will be that will serve you as a place for recharging. I don't know, sometimes we just, find new things that bring us this sense of happiness. So think about this a little bit. And introspection helps us to evolve. It helps us to see the patterns, to see the past mistakes, so we can then slowly start replacing what we think that could be done better with something better. And actually today I've already posted a video, if you're being stuck, a very practical video, a bit different one. So if you feel like you're being stuck in a certain area of your life, go and check it out. It will help you a lot. So another thing that this cosmic energy right now is helping you to do is to release and to forgive. Release and forgive. If you're holding on to something, if you're holding on to guilt, to maybe fear, to shame, to sadness, to whatever happened in the past, well, let go of grudges, maybe past hurts and outdated beliefs. And I know it's not easy. It sounds easy, but you really need to dig deeper into what you're holding on to. Maybe certain pains, something that happened in the past, but right now you have no control over it anymore. Maybe write it down and just, go into meditation and visualize yourself going back into that moment where you've been actually experiencing this pain. But try to be like an observer of yourself back at that time and see how much you've grown since then, how much you've changed, how much you are a different version of yourself. And notice that even though it was very hard and painful, it also taught you something. And if you can notice a lesson, it should lead you into gratitude. Because once you learn a lesson in a painful moment, well, you've transcended the pain into gratitude. And that is a powerful thing. So you can use this period to cleanse your emotional and mental space, making room for new growth, especially right now when Mercury goes into retrograde. So just to change this belief that it's only negative stuff that happens when we have this kind of energy, well, if we listen to our bodies, if we can in tune a little bit more, and I'm sure people are so much more in tune with cosmic energies than they feel they are. It's just the problem that we don't find the difference between our intuitive voice and our mental noise. And we don't find the difference because we haven't built a muscle of intuition. It is like a muscle. And more we start listening to it, more we start challenging it. So we can really see, sometimes when you feel that something is maybe bad for you and you do it anyway, you kind of show to yourself that your intuition was right. And sometimes you feel that something is right and you do it and you show to yourself, well, I felt it is right and I've done it and I was rewarded. And that's how I train myself to trust my intuition more. And I've been doing it for a long time, so now I really trust it. I really trust myself. And intuition is a voice of your soul. And your soul is directly connected to cosmic energies, because sometimes we are just so very supported for certain specific things, and then your intuition will say to you to do certain things. But that's why I'm giving this kind of updates to you, because I know many of you kind of feel it subtly, but you're not sure, is this really like, why do I feel right now I need to slow down? Or why do I feel right now like I want to get more into certain creative projects where I really slow down and I play with whatever brings me this sense of playfulness or childlike curiosity, right? And yeah, it's actually a good time to explore your playfulness, explore your creativity. Even though you may say it's not really for me or I'm not really creative, well, explore certain things that may awaken some creativity within you. I just know we are all creative by nature, but we use different ways to express our creativity. Some use it in business by, just constantly finding new strategies that work, or new products, designing new products or whatever. And some use it in art, some use it in music, some use it in teaching kids, working with kids, whatever. And the last reminder I want to give you, which is quite wonderful, and I love doing that, it's technology detox. If possible, take breaks from technology, disconnect to reconnect with yourself, right? Disconnect with technology and reconnect with yourself and the world around you, because it's something refreshing. Like, sometimes it's so good to go off the grid and to notice how much better you're functioning when you're really in tune with the world around you. When you notice that maybe you're not so anxious, maybe you're not so scared, or maybe you're not so, worried or whatever. Maybe you've been just mentally overwhelmed by too much of information that your mind just can't comprehend. And there was too many impulses. And then we have this, I call these moments like Mercury retrogrades, like natural resets, where cosmic energies remind us to reset ourselves. But this one is quite different because it's in the time of Lionsgate portal. Even this Lionsgate is intensifying everything. And then we have this time for reset, which can only support us even more in noticing what needs to be transformed during this time of Lionsgate portal. I've made a video about the Lionsgate portal, you can check it out. It is speeding up the ascension, it is speeding up the evolution of your energy awareness, the evolution of your consciousness, the shift that's happening within you. And it's also bringing you some more awareness, what kind of patterns to change, so you can actually build a life that is meaningful and purposeful for you, which is something we're often talking about here. So, my friends, I hope you found a great value in this message, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. I'm an artist, and I'm just sharing my art with you together with this kind of messages, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's one. We are running a special sale, 20 off on all the prints of my art in our store, AttractPassion.com. You can go and check it out. Also on Etsy store, I Draw My Passion, whatever platform you prefer the most. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Till next time, one love.